Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be messages, or general messages, for Virgo in the month of June 2018. Hello, Virgo. How are you doing? So sorry that this message, or these messages, are extremely late. Only a few days still in the month of June, Virgo, but if you've watched any of my previous videos, particularly the love videos that I did for the first half of June, you will know that I got sick, family came into town, life happened, and now I'm just playing catch up. So this is a condensed version of the normal general readings, which are normally 6 cards with 1 outcome in the overall. You're just going to get 4 cards shuffled and meditated off camera, so I'm just going to flip the 1 card now, so we know what's going on. And we're going to get into your reading. And interesting. Okay. Where's Virgo, please? Please show me where Virgo is in June 2018. Here. Really? Okay. Sorry. I was like, oh. A little taken aback, I guess. You come in, well, not even come into the month, but you come into this reading as the Devil card, Virgo. So don't be scared, don't be alarmed. It's really not a card of anything satanic. It's a card of feeling restricted, feeling tied, feeling bound, feeling incapable, or somehow disadvantaged in a situation. I think, Virgo, some of you are giving into your vices, some of you are being lazy, some of you are being, in some cases, confrontational or irritable. But whatever it is, your energy is just kind of like vexed. Like you feel annoyed a lot, you feel agitated, you feel anxious, you feel lethargic, whatever. You just aren't on top of your game right now, Virgo. And for some of you, not all, for some of you, you kind of feel like, this is just the way it is, this is my life, this is what my life is like now, I can't get out of this. And others of you are like, temporary setback, I gotta get all my ducks in a row, I gotta get my head on straight, and then I'm gonna come out of this. So some of you are feeling a little bit more optimistic or hopeful than others. Regardless, I think you're here because you may have had certain expectations, especially of yourself, where you just haven't hit the mark. And so because you haven't hit the mark, you kind of get a little downtrodden, you kind of get a little like, what's that called? You basically are convinced that it wasn't going to work out. Like, maybe 1 or 2 things didn't go exactly to plan, and so now you're like, scrap the whole thing, forget it. And it's like, no, it's just 1 or 2 minor setbacks, or something didn't come through on time, or you didn't get approved for something, or you weren't accepted to something, and so that means the whole thing is ruined, or the whole thing is impossible. And so then you get into that lethargic, agitated, whatever, however it's coming out for you, however it manifests, or however your personality kind of takes rejection or takes setbacks, okay? But it's very temporary. And I think some of you realize, like, it's a challenge. Like, this card is also giving me challenge. This card is also giving me, like, let's see how Virgo handles this. It's kind of like the universe is, like, testing you. Like, maybe some of you are like that. Maybe some of you feel that way. Universe, the gods, my God, angels, whoever is testing me. And I think that's more for the group where you are like, this is temporary. I know that it doesn't mean the end of anything. So, like, I think for that particular group, you realize this is a test. You realize, like, this is a moment for you to show what your true character is. So maybe you'll spend a day or 2, or maybe even a week, you know, kind of feeling sorry for yourself, kind of being lazy, you know, falling behind on the laundry, not really answering work emails promptly, you know, just kind of dragging your feet on something. Or being petty is how some of you are being petty, being argumentative. You know that you're just doing this because you're kind of like, you're kind of doing like an "aw, shucks" kind of thing. You're kind of like, some of you are being like a little toddler about it. Like you're kind of having like a little bit of a temper tantrum because something didn't go your way. Others of you, you're just like, this is it. This is what my life is. I can't get out of this. BS. Anything is changeable in life. Anything. Okay? Now, Devil's right next door to what's happened. You had something going, then 3 of those cups fell over, and now you're like, damn it. Some of you are like that. Some of you are like really agitated, like, damn it, God, you know, you're just like angry. Others of you are sad about it. Others of you are like, oh no, I lost it. I lost my 3 cups. It's right next door to the Devil energy. So this is just here to clarify what's going on here, or to point out what happened before we got to this Devil point. Some of you, this was like, it was a relationship, but it wasn't like a big one. I hate to say it like that, like it's like dismissive or something, but like that's how it's coming across, where, you know, maybe some of you have been like out in the dating world and you've gone on a couple of dates. Maybe you were going out with someone for a couple of months or something and it didn't work out. And you're like, there we go again. You know, it's like, it was a relationship, but it wasn't like the best thing that ever happened to you. And it wasn't like so deep and so invested that you would be tormenting yourself and crying yourself to sleep at night. So that's in the realm of relationships. In other cases, I feel like some of you may have lost an opportunity, or you let an opportunity slip through your fingers. Others of you, this is sort of just like this is more nuanced, a little bit more specialized, I guess. Some of you like lost a part of yourselves, like you've lost your mojo, so to speak. You've lost sort of like your passion or your drive and your focus. Yeah. And I think, so for some of you, it might have been a transition that happened. So like, maybe some of you left a job based on the prospect of another job, or just you were fed up where you were working. You were fed up with your industry. You were fed up with your boss. You were fed up with the type of work you were doing, whatever, and you left it. Some of you went on to something else that you're in now, and it's like, oh, I feel so bound to this place. I hate this place, or I hate this job. And you hate it more than what you had before, or it's just as bad as what you had before. Others of you, you left a place and you've been like freelancing. You know, maybe you've been doing a side hustle. Maybe you've been Ubering to not have to dip into your savings. And, you know, Virgo, I can't imagine any Virgo, and no offense if like Uber is your primary way of making a living, but I can't imagine any Virgo thinking that I should Uber like full time. That should be what I do for the next year of my life. No. Like, any Virgo that Ubers is like pure side hustle. Not a primary source of income. Not a primary way you want to spend your day. No way. But whatever you're doing now, it's not getting you what you want. You're not able to accumulate what you want. So if it is romance, and you had a relationship that was, you know, whatever. It's like, it was nice, but it wasn't going to work out anyway, and it's gone. And now you're back to the dating pool. Now you're back to Tinder, and you're swiping left every millisecond, right? That's not fulfilling you either. So now you're like, okay, I had a crap relationship, or I had a toss-away relationship. The guy or the girl was nice, but it wasn't going to go anywhere, so now we're done. and now I'm back to Tinder, now I'm back to Plenty of Fish, now I'm back to being set up on blind dates by my friends, and it's just like, no, this is not for me either. In the realm of your work, you had a job that you hated, or you had a job where you weren't fulfilled, you had a job where you weren't making enough money, so you tossed it aside, and now you're focused on the side hustle. And you're like, okay, well, the side hustle is nice and all, but it's not going to sustain me. Like, it's only, you know, making ends meet. I need to work a job where I can save for my future. I need a job where I can get a retirement plan going on. That's not happening. Or you're at a new job and you hate it just as much as you hated your last job. Unfulfilled is what's going on here, Virgo. You are unfulfilled. And you're feeling like, oh. I think I used the word vexed. I think that's the only way that I could say it. Vexed, agitated. Some of you are it's momentary, but some of you are feeling like this is it, like this is the end. Not like of your life, but like this is as good as it gets. But deep down, you know that's just a temporary energy. Much, because that's what's here. What you're doing right now isn't giving you what you want. What you're doing right now isn't providing you with the stability that you want, isn't providing you with the growth and the investments that you want for your future. So in terms of Seven of Pentacles, that would deal with money and resources and time. So some of you don't have enough time at your disposal like you want to. Like you're working a job, but, you know, it's not going to get you the vacation for 2 weeks to Greece in 2020 that you're planning on, you know, so you're like, I got to get out of this place. You know, it's not giving you the money for that trip. It's not giving you the time off for that trip. And some of you feel kind of, between these three cards, many of you feel very stuck. Like, I can't get out of this. I can't get out of this. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move forward. Others of you are like, I'm stuck, but it's only temporary. So good for the group that knows that it's temporary. For those where you're like, I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know what to do. I'm not fulfilled here. I'm not happy here. I'm not appreciated here. What do you need to do? In either group, what do you need to do? Get to the Page of Cups. Now, I was just talking to Leo. Because Page of Cups showed up and Temperance also showed up. And Five of Cups? Yeah. So those three cards did show up in Leo's reading. But this card in particular, I was talking to Leo for a little bit about this guy. Page of Cups is this naive, typically, this naive, wet behind the ears, very romantic person. This person that says, I can offer you the world. I can offer you love and anything you want up on a silver platter. In Leo's reading, that's how I was reading that. In this one, I think that sentiment is here a little bit, where the Page of Cups is very optimistic, is very like, sees all the possibilities in the world, doesn't see, kind of throws caution to the wind, okay? I think that is one of the things you need to get in touch with, Virgo. You need to throw caution to the wind, but the offer and the happy-go-lucky, high spirits, nothing can hold you down attitude, you don't, in Leo's reading, Leo was offering this to other people. I can do this, I can, you know, anything is possible to other people. In your case, Virgo, and this was also kind of suggested to them too, you need to do this for yourself. You need to get back into this hopeful, spirited, very enthusiastic, very future-oriented, and sky's the limit way of looking at life. And you need to apply that to yourself. You need to put that attitude in your own pipe and smoke it. You got it? How you would do that, though, is different than Leo. Because Leo already is from this heart-centered space. Virgo, you have a heart, clearly. We all do, right? But it's not usually where you operate from. You're earth sign. You like to be a little bit more practical about things than a fire sign would be, okay? So how do you do that? Treat yourself good, Virgo. Take yourself out on a date, okay? If you're out in the dating scene, or you were in a relationship that was crap and you let it go even though you're still mourning it, and you're out there doing Tinder stuff and it's not satisfying you, or you're getting set up on blind dates by friends and it's not, you're like talking to your friends, where did you find this guy? No way. Where'd you find that girl? No way, bro. Whatever. Take yourself on a date. All right? You want to go to a certain restaurant, you want to try a certain cuisine for the first time, take yourself. Or take a close friend, take a platonic friend, take your best girlfriend, take your best bro or your best dude friend. Take your cousin, you know, that you hang out with sometimes, whoever, or go by yourself. But this is, again, specifically in the realm of relationships. Treat yourself to an amazing evening out. Treat yourself to sort of, it's kind of weird, and I think I've said it in some reading before. I have no idea where I said it. But basically date yourself for a little while. Make yourself the priority. I mean, it might sound a little weird, but maybe you need to like write yourself little post-it notes, stick them on the bathroom mirror, and then when you come from work and you go into the bathroom and you take a shower before you go to bed, or you brush your teeth before you go to bed, read that note that you wrote to yourself this morning. You're beautiful. You're amazing. I love you so much. You are so smart. You're so intelligent. You're one of the greatest people I've ever met. It sounds weird. It sounds egotistical. It sounds really conceited. But that just might be what you need. Okay? Self-love is super important. Super important. Super important. Super important. In other ways where this is not romantic, this is business, this is school, this is work, whatever, and, you know, you're just not being satisfied, again, you have to prioritize yourself. You have to put yourself first. So, if your boss is telling you, we need you to work overtime, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, and you know, if you work overtime, you'll be sacrificing some other things that you have, like maybe you have a sports club that you belong to, or you take dance classes, whatever you do, and if you work overtime, you'll have to cancel that other thing. No, boss, can't do it. And I know in some cases, in some professions, overtime is mandated. You must do it. You must try to find a workaround. You know, maybe reschedule the outside of work thing. Maybe reschedule the class if you have to, or double down on a session instead of going once a week. You know, maybe you go every Thursday instead of this Thursday or next Thursday. Ask the person who runs the class, can I double up? Can I come Thursday and next Monday? Whatever you have to do. Basically, don't cut yourself short. Don't sacrifice more of what makes you happy for the sake of this external thing that's kind of draining you or isn't satisfying you. Put yourself first. Page of Cups is very giving to others. In this particular case, Virgo, you need to give to yourself first. Now, what's the outcome of all this? You got the Queen of Wands. So, might have a fire sign of significance in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius around you, but regardless of that, this lady's a boss. She a boss, okay? And I think I've said it several times, temporary setback, or, you know, like a momentary thing, a momentary, maybe I said that with Leo, but whatever, it applies here too. The Queen of Wands is assertive. The Queen of Wands is assured. She knows who she is, she knows what she wants. And you do too, Virgo. And I already felt it here initially in the Devil card. With the Devil card, again, I think it creeps a lot of people out, or it kind of gives people pause because they're like, oh, the devil, Satan, oh no, pentagrams, oh no. No. The devil card is immensely powerful. It's about control. It's about dominance. It's about power. And the tricky thing about the devil card is it appears when you are giving your power over to someone else or something else. Meaning, you default to someone else's decisions. You default to the criteria or the status quo of the situation. Again, at work, mandatory overtime. If you can afford to leave the job, or you can afford to be written up, or you can afford to be chastised if you don't do overtime this week, do it. Or whatever time frame this might happen for you. You know what I mean? The devil card shows you that your power is being usurped. Your power is being siphoned away. Your power is being held hostage by someone or something else. Queen of Wands would not tolerate that. Would call that out immediately. Like, oh, you're trying to take my power, boss. Or, you know, even in a Tindering situation. You know, that could be your own mindset. I'm taking my own power away. I'm the one who's sitting here swiping left, being dissatisfied. I don't have to do that. Take a break. Read a book. Take a walk. Go see a friend. Why do you have to, you know what I mean? Like, the Queen of Wands would partner well with this Page of Cups in telling you, no. Let's have clear mind here. Let's have clear line of sight here. What is the priority? What is the goal? Let's get there. None of this, my power isn't my own, I can't control my own stuff, BS. None of this, I had a loss and I can't get over it. I don't appreciate what I have. No, appreciate what you have. Let's move on. None of this, oh, it's not happening fast enough, or what I'm expecting isn't coming in. Don't worry about that. What can we do in the here and now? Okay? Queen of Wands is very proactive in that way. Assertive, assured, in control. So that's what's going on here. You need to treat yourself nicely. Write yourself little post-it notes, little I love yous, little love notes to yourself. Hide them from yourself. And then wait a week, and then maybe you'll find something around the house, right? So you need to treat yourself tenderly for a little while, you know. Maybe treat yourself to a spa day, or, you know, maybe there's like a certain festival in town, a lot of summer festivals or winter festivals if you're in the southern hemisphere. A lot of things, festive things are going on. The summer solstice just happened, so lots of food fairs, things like this. Go out. Be nice to yourself. And once you get into that relaxed state and you're feeling a little calmer, you're feeling less stressed, then you can get back to business with the Queen of Wands, okay? Overall energy is Temperance. Card of Sagittarius. And much like I told Leo, you got to get that balance. You have to get out of this. You got Cups and you have Pentacles. And I say Pentacles because the Devil card is associated with Capricorn, and that is an earth sign. And you are an earth sign. So you're in this realm of being concerned about your reality, concerned about your money, concerned about your stability, resources, and your time. But you're also concerned about your emotional satisfaction, your emotional distress, your emotional balance, and fulfillment. Okay? Find a balance between those two things, and your passion associated with Wands, and your mental capacity. You have no swords here, but that would be the 4 elements. Okay? Healing is involved with the Temperance card. So some of you do need that spa day. Some of you do need that mental health day. Some of you do, if you can afford it, if your job allows it, and if your lifestyle allows it. Maybe some of you need a retreat. Get away from it all. Unplug from the world. I just saw a commercial the other day for like an adult summer camp. You spend like a weekend doing summer camp things, but you're an adult and you get to play beer pong this time around. Maybe that's what you need. That would definitely be treating yourself. I'm going to take myself on a little summer camp for adults. And then in that process of just having a good time, you'll be able to come back to work, come back to your dating life, come back to your personal life, wherever this is hitting for you, and refocus and get down to business, because the Queen of Wands is all about getting down to business. Okay? All right, Virgo. That is your reading for June 2018. Again, I apologize for how late it is. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. If you don't want to do any of that stuff, that's fine too. But I will be back within a week or so to give you your general messages for July. And I hope to see you guys then. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching up until this point. And I will see you sometime later. Sometime in the near future. Thanks for watching, Virgo. Bye.